Everyone in Beijing's legal circle knew that the top lawyer, Victor Hale, loved his wife like his life. To declare his claim, he tattooed my name on his collarbone. No matter how many countries his work took him to, he always carved out a few hours to come back to me. But right outside his office, I overheard his staff teasing. The boss just got back for a few days, and now he's off abroad again, having fun with Lily Vaughn. You know what? The little missus has high demands. She needs our boss to satisfy her. Don't even get me started. Lily Vaughn is top tier. That figure. Of course, last time they went through 6 boxes right in the office. I stood silent, staring at the message Victor sent me that morning. Handling a divorce case abroad this time. Be good at home and wait for me, honey. He didn't know. The client this time was me. I left without a flicker of emotion and took a taxi home. On the wall hung our wedding photo, Victor gazing at me with pure adoration. In my hand was the video Lily Vaughn had just sent. In it, her wrists were bound with his tie, her tight dress hiked up to her waist. Victor Hale, always cold and restrained, was flushed, breathless, lost in ecstasy with the woman in his arms. I stared for a few seconds, then turned off the screen. The floor-to-ceiling window reflected my face, makeup smeared, eyeliner streaked, utterly pathetic. My hands shook as I grabbed my phone and messaged from a burner account. My husband's at a hotel with his mistress. What should I do? An hour later, he replied, keep all evidence of his affair. Send everything to me. Got it. I'll compile it and send in a few days. Using the burner, I hired Victor Hale to help me win this divorce. Husband, I hope you'll be satisfied when you receive the evidence. I didn't sleep all night. The next morning, just after dawn, I heard the roar of an engine and the screech of brakes downstairs. Victor stepped carefully into the bedroom, but froze the moment he saw my silhouette. Baby, why are you up so early? I answered flatly. Couldn't sleep. Why not? His eyes filled with worry. He strode over and pulled me into his arms. Baby, are you upset because I haven't been with you these past few days? I nodded along. Victor's heart ached. He lifted my face, voice soft and coaxing. It's all my fault. I'm canceling everything today. I'm staying with you. No going anywhere. I looked up at him, my gaze fixed on his lips as they drew closer. His eyes flashed with desire. As he leaned in to kiss me, I turned away and wiped the lipstick mark from the back of his neck. Victor Hale, you're dirty. His breath hitched for a second. As the top lawyer for years, he'd weathered storms. He quickly regained composure. He smiled, ruffling my hair. Rushed home to my wife. Didn't notice. I'll shower now. I said nothing and went to wash my face. Victor thought he'd covered it perfectly, but he didn't know. He'd broken into a cold sweat. In the bathroom, water rushed. Victor gripped his phone, whispering harshly, I told you not to contact me right now. If my wife finds out, I won't let you off. Lily sniffled, wronged. But I bought the dress you like most. Don't you want to see? Victor didn't answer. He hung up. But his breathing grew ragged. He turned the cold water on full blast. After lunch, Victor eagerly suggested taking me to the temple fair. The fair was lively, crowded, somehow easing the tightness in my chest. Victor's arms were full of street food, gently coaxing me to eat more. We stopped at a wish wall covered in colorful prayer cards. Victor lightly squeezed my hand. Baby, want to hang one? I shook my head, about to refuse. His phone rang. Lily's special ringtone. He panicked and ended the call, but she kept ringing. I looked at him calmly. Answer it. Victor picked up, voice irritated. I said I'm with my wife today. Stop calling. Whatever she said. His breathing suddenly quickened, eyes burning with lust. He turned to me, guilt written all over his face. Sorry, baby. Tough case. I have to go. I nodded, swallowing the nausea rising in my throat. Work comes first. I took a deep breath, clenching my fists. At the top of the wish wall hung a faded card, ours. I took it down, tracing the worn words. Through green years, may we grow old together, Sophia Hale and Victor Hale. That year, Victor had looked at me with love, each word sincere. I want to walk with you through life, hand in hand until we're old, facing every storm together, never leaving for better or worse, in life and death. I had drowned in those vows, unable to escape. But now the vows were rusted, the love rotten. I didn't need them anymore. I tossed the card into the trash and walked away. Lily texted. He said he was thirsty, kept making me pour for him, tickled me to death. Sis, I'm covered in wine. He's drunk. You're not mad, right? The attached video showed Victor passionately licking wine off Lily's body, from top to bottom, deep into forbidden territory. I didn't reply, just saved the evidence. When he came home, I was curled on the sofa reading, not looking up. Victor circled behind me, kissing my earlobe. I used to love these intimate gestures. Now they only reminded me of him touching Lily today. Nausea surged. I trembled, dry heaving. Victor looked concerned. Then his eyes lit up. Baby, what's wrong? Could it be? I cut him off. Nothing. He bowed his head, guilty. It's my fault for being busy today. I'll make it up tomorrow. He brought in bags, designer purses, jewelry I liked. Every time he wronged me, he compensated this way. I just smiled, said nothing, and tossed the gifts in the corner. Victor made honey water, then went to the kitchen to cut fruit. I was about to read when the doorbell rang. Opening it, a fully wrapped figure held a gift box. Lily. Miss Sophia, the boss asked me to prepare this for you. He left it at my place. She handed me the box. Inside was a silk scarf, the one he'd used to tie her wrists today. Hearing the noise, Victor came out from the kitchen. The moment he saw Lily, his face changed. He strode over, standing between us. What are you doing here? Lily opened her coat, revealing lace on her long legs. Boss, I'm delivering your gift. His eyes lingered on the box, then flicked to me in panic. Seeing I wasn't angry, he secretly exhaled. He lightly pushed her arm. Leave the stuff and go. Lily didn't linger. She shot me a provocative glance and left happily. But I knew this wasn't over, because Victor was unconsciously unbuttoning his shirt, throat bobbing, a sign he was holding back desire. I swallowed my nausea and went to the bedroom. Less than a few minutes later, Victor followed with a glass of hot milk. Baby, drink this and sleep early. I didn't refuse. I drank it in front of him. Once he left, I rushed to the bathroom, stuck my fingers down my throat, and vomited it all out. Victor Hale, you drugged my milk. About an hour later, the bed dipped beside me. Victor entered carrying Lily. Her whiny voice filled the room, fabric tearing, echoing everywhere. You're so bad, doing this right in front of your wife. It's because you're too tempting. Aren't you afraid she'll wake up? I put sleeping pills in Sophia's milk. She won't wake. I clenched the sheets, tears soaking the pillow. Right beside me, they brazenly did it. As their bodies moved, Lily's long hair even brushed my face. Darling, you're amazing. Victor lifted Lily from the bed to the balcony for 2 full hours. Finally, she was exhausted, weakly begging for mercy, but still not released. She cooed, Darling, who's better, your wife or me? Victor didn't stop. What makes you think you can compare to my wife? You're not even worth one of her hairs. If she weren't afraid of pain, do you think I'd touch you? Victor was always gentle with me. I'd never seen him this wild. Like a long-sealed beast now tearing apart its prey, devouring it whole. In the dark, I silently took out my phone and recorded everything. Finally, Victor gathered the scattered clothes with one hand, carrying naked Lily out with the other. I opened my eyes, letting tears stream down my face. This would be the last time I cried for Victor Hale. When I woke, Victor was meticulously pruning roses in the garden. He'd planted this entire rose field for me. Of all my hobbies, he never let anyone else tend this garden. He always did it himself. He once said, loving someone is like tending flowers. Sophia, you're my rose. Back then, I truly believed I was the happiest woman alive. But flowers wilt, love fades, nothing lasts forever. I leaned against the door, quietly watching him. Noticing my gaze, Victor smiled, dusted his hands, and walked over, wrapping his arms around my waist, close enough to hear each other's breath. His eyes held only me. He bowed his head, kissing my forehead, reverent and gentle. Baby's awake? Let me cook for you. Watching him bustle in the kitchen, I suddenly felt disoriented. When we first dated, he couldn't even cook, but I was picky and had a weak stomach. Just to get me to eat more, he studied countless cookbooks and even got a nutritionist certificate. I remembered when he made pancakes, his face covered in flour, looking like a mess. I chuckled softly. Victor turned, eyes full of love. I avoided his gaze. My phone buzzed. Picking up, a calm, clear male voice, Sophia, everything's ready. When are you coming? Everyone's waiting. I thought for a moment. Tomorrow. Tomorrow what? Victor stepped out of the kitchen, curious. I hung up decisively, lips curving into a light smile. Tomorrow, I have a surprise for you. Victor's eyes lit up, grinning like a child. Really? My wife is the best. He leaned in to kiss me, but I deftly turned away. Go cook. Stop talking. After dinner, Victor washed dishes, then discussed with me. Baby, the firm has a case tonight. I need to go. I didn't respond, just stepped forward to straighten his tie. Go ahead. Victor kept looking back, uneasy. I forced a smile. The door closed. The smile vanished instantly. I knew he wouldn't come home tonight. It was his and Lily's dating anniversary. Some of the gifts he brought yesterday were already gone. I went to the bedroom and started packing. Dragging the suitcase to the living room, I placed a divorce agreement on the table. I once thought if I ever left, I'd scream, smash everything, make everyone suffer. Now I realized I didn't care anymore. I just wanted to leave quietly, without a word, avoiding unnecessary fights. At the airport, my phone rang. Lily sent a photo of a necklace Victor gave her. He said as long as I want it, the best things in the world are mine. I switched to the burner and opened Victor's chat. Lawyer Hale, the mistress is showing off what my husband gave her. What should I do? I'll help you reclaim all marital assets. I compiled all the affair evidence, provocative messages from Lily, and sent it. Lawyer Hale, this divorce is all yours. After confirming receipt, I blocked him, then pulled the SIM card and threw it away. As the plane took off, my heart felt light. The plane landed. London was in a downpour. The fresh, clean scent washed away all the dust and filth. I dragged my luggage, standing under the eaves, waiting for the rain to ease. Suddenly, the rain stopped falling in front of me. A pair of polished black leather shoes stopped right before me. Sophia, long time no see. I looked up, meeting his eyes. Ethan Reed, long time no see. Ethan smiled faintly, reaching for my luggage. Let's go. Everyone's waiting. In the restaurant's private room, seats were full. These were my future colleagues. Thanks to Ethan's introduction, we quickly bonded. As we warmed up, the mood loosened. A colleague slapped Ethan's shoulder, teasing, Ethan, no dating all these years? Waiting for Miss Hale? The group laughed and joined in. Ethan's ears turned red. His intense gaze made me uncomfortable. He bowed his head and stood. Sophia, want to take a walk? I didn't refuse. After a few drinks, I was dizzy and needed fresh air. Ethan was my senior, 1 year ahead. In my first year, I joined the New Thinking debate competition. Ethan mentored my team. Talented and promising, he was courted by law firms before graduating. After graduation, he founded his own firm, specializing in helping the vulnerable, quickly building a reputation. He once invited me to join, but then I'd fallen for Victor Hale, fully immersed in love. Ethan was about to go abroad. Before leaving, he rushed to meet me. I fly out tomorrow. Will you see me off? I shook my head, smiling politely. He froze, took a deep breath, and mustered courage. At least, as friends, can you give me something to remember you by? I searched myself, finally unhooking a pearl from my hair clip and handing it to him. Wishing you a bright future and smooth sailing. The memory pulled me back. Ethan was still chattering beside me. I glanced at his wrist. A red string was still there, with the pearl beads I gave him years ago. We walked side by side, the distance shrinking until our hands brushed. I jerked back like shocked, face flushing. It's getting late. Let's head back. Ethan's eyes were gentle, warm streetlights casting a soft glow over him. Suddenly, he held out his hand. His low voice rang in the night, especially soothing. Lawyer Hale, the legend, welcome back to the battlefield. It had been so long since anyone called me that. Energy surged through me. I straightened unconsciously. I gripped his hand firmly, sincerely replying, "Thank you." Meanwhile, in Beijing, Victor was losing his mind searching for me. When he received my evidence package, Lily was still in his arms. But opening it, his face drained of color, lips trembling. Who's messing with me? He frantically messaged the burner account, only a red exclamation mark. Panic and fear flooded him. Ignoring naked Lily, Victor threw on clothes, rushing out while desperately calling me. Darling, Victor Hale! Lily stomped, furious, face red. Victor sped through the streets, tires splashing rainwater. Sophia, honey, pick up. Fear made his whole body shake, eyes welling up. Looking at the videos again, he finally realized how stupid he'd been. The phone rang with endless dial tones. Victor roared in despair, slamming the steering wheel, then slapping himself. A vague fear rose. The divorce client was me. Realizing I'd known everything but stayed calm, watching him lie and act for days, Victor went cold. He couldn't forgive himself. Emotions exploded. He whispered repeatedly, "She'll forgive me. Sophia will definitely forgive me." But rushing home, All that waited was the divorce agreement on the table. Victor collapsed, tears streaming, sobbing uncontrollably, frantically calling me. Everything in the house was intact, except I was gone. He knew me. This time, I truly wanted to leave. Lily stormed in, eyes red, whining, "You're awful. You said we'd celebrate our anniversary. If you treat me like this, I'll tell." Before she finished, Victor grabbed her throat, his eyes bloodshot, veins bulging, teeth gritted. "How dare you show up in front of my wife? I warned you not to let her find out." Lily's face went white, hands frantically prying his fingers. I was wrong. I know I was wrong." Victor slapped her hard, snarling, "Get out!" Then he couldn't hold back, slapping himself over and over until blood trickled from his mouth. "Sophia, where did you go?" I knew none of this. I only knew my road ahead was still long. It had been a while since I worked. On my first day, Ethan dumped a stack of books on me. Painful student memories flooded back. Under his guidance, I dove into reading, analyzing cases, taking files. Quickly, I regained my old feel. In just 1 year, my team and I won countless trials. My reputation spread. I became a rising star in the legal world. Of course, that was Ethan's slightly exaggerated praise. I gradually adapted to life and work here. I never thought I'd see Victor Hale again. That day, Ethan and I entered the office. A colleague sighed, "The other side just hired a killer lawyer. No info, just know he's never lost." Unease stirred, but I brushed it off. Until in court, I saw Victor in a tailored suit, eyes burning into me. I never expected our reunion, as opponents. I turned away, focusing on defending my client, but Victor couldn't. He was distracted, making mistakes. His first career loss. After the trial, Ethan waited outside the courthouse with a bouquet. "Congratulations." Red roses, my favorite. I smiled, accepting. About to speak, a hoarse voice sounded behind me. "Sophia, I finally found you." I froze but didn't turn. Victor's eyes were red. He stepped forward, grabbing my hand. "Honey, still mad? I really know I was wrong. You don't know, I've been going crazy looking for you this past year, searching everywhere, until someone said a brilliant female lawyer appeared in London. Honey, I miss you so much." Hearing honey from him made me nauseous. I turned, eyes full of disgust. "Don't call me honey. I'm not your wife." His eyes reddened more, voice trembling, wronged. "Sophia, don't treat me like this. I haven't signed the divorce papers. We're not divorced. Legally, you're still my wife. I know you're just upset. We've been together so many years. How can you just let go? Honey, come home. Whatever punishment you want, as long as you don't leave me, I beg you." I only felt annoyed. My post-victory joy vanished. I yanked my hand away, cold. "Victor Hale, won't you let me go? You think we can get back together? Or do I need to leak your sex videos online? Let everyone see the real face of the famous lawyer Hale before you're satisfied? But you reminded me, I'll formally file for divorce." "No, that's not it." Victor shook his head, grabbing my hand again. "Sophia, listen to me. The one I love has always been you. I never liked Lily. With her, it was just. His words were laughable. I couldn't help mocking. Just what? Just physical? You're not going to say you can separate love and sex, are you? That your body belongs to someone else, but your heart is mine? Victor Hale, don't you hear how ridiculous that sounds? We're never getting back together. Stop bothering me. Get lost." Just thinking of what he did, sneaking around beside me on our bed, made me want to vomit. Victor was speechless, lips trembling, apologizing nonstop. I didn't look at him and turned to leave, but he gripped my arm. "Sophia, don't go. I beg you. I've cut Lily off completely, fired her. I really know I was wrong." I smiled faintly, about to curse him, but Ethan acted first, yanking my hand from Victor's, standing in front of me. Ethan's build was impressive, calm but powerful, completely overpowering Victor. He spoke coldly, each word sharp. "Didn't you hear? She told you to get lost." Victor's eyes turned vicious, lips tight, fist clenched, then swung at Ethan. "Damn it, who the hell are you? This is between me and my wife. Stay out of it." Ethan dodged, adjusted his cuff, and punched Victor square in the face. Victor took it full force. A real man doesn't cling to a woman who doesn't love him anymore. "After all the filth you did, if I were you, I'd bash my head in and die." Victor raged, lunging at Ethan. They fought hard, no holding back, real punches, both ending up bruised. "Enough, stop it. Are you both insane?" I rushed in, trying to pull them apart. Victor didn't go easy. Ethan's lip split, blood trickling. Heart aching and guilty, I reached to wipe it. But as I touched, Ethan let out a pitiful whine, looking at me like a bullied puppy. "What are you faking?" Victor saw and tried to grab Ethan's collar again. I lost all patience, stepped in front of Ethan, and slapped Victor hard. "Have you caused enough chaos?" Victor's eyes swelled, lip torn, looking utterly pathetic. He held his face, eyes unbelieving, full of pain. "Honey, I'm hurt too. Why don't you care about me? What is he to you? You hit me for him?" I took a deep breath, looking at him calmly. "You have no right to ask. Anyway, we're nothing to each other anymore. See you in court." I grabbed Ethan's hand and walked away without looking back, ignoring Victor's desperate cries of my name. At the office, I applied medicine to Ethan. He kept whining in pain, eyes full of grievance. I pressed a bit hard, scolding, "Don't be reckless next time. What if you couldn't beat him?" "No way." Ethan shot back. "That scum, beating him is easy." I laughed, saying no more. That night's victory party. All colleagues had heard about the morning. Everyone was curious, sneaking glances at me. I just smiled, brushing it off lightly, not letting anyone dig deeper. But my words stirred them up. "My God, Sophia, you're so talented, and you still ended up with a scumbag. Disgusting. Too bad the mistress didn't get punished." I raised a brow. Actually, Lily Vaughn had been punished. 2 years younger than me, she was a student I once sponsored. Her family favored sons, planning to marry her off to a fool in the countryside for bride price after graduation. Not wanting that, she begged me to help find her a job. I just felt sorry and wanted to help. Never thought I'd invite a wolf into my home. Later, a friend in Beijing told me. The day after I left, Lily's family showed up at the firm. They grabbed her hair, dragged her out, and took her back to marry. She resisted and got beaten black and blue. In the end, she was hauled away. But I didn't tell my colleagues. Everyone raised glasses, sincerely saying, "Sophia, here's to a smooth divorce and escaping that scum." After that, Victor started showing up under my office building, sometimes with 999 roses to confess, sometimes with cake, shouting my name loudly downstairs. It made me nauseous. Just seeing his face ruined my appetite all day. I reported him to the police for disturbing public order. Victor was taken away and finally quiet for a while. I thought he'd give up, but he did something crazier. He climbed to the roof of my office building at night. I got the call just as I was about to sleep. "Sophia, if you don't come see me, I'll jump." I'd forgotten. Victor Hale was always a madman. I cursed inwardly but didn't dare provoke him. I tried to calm him. "Don't do anything stupid. I'm coming now." I didn't care if he died, but jumping from my office building would cause a scene and hurt the firm's reputation. I texted Ethan and rushed over. Seeing me, Victor smiled faintly. "Sophia, I knew it. You can't bear to let me die, right? That means you still have me in your heart, doesn't it? Remember this outfit? It's what I wore the first time we met. Gray hoodie, jeans. Once, it made him seem full of life and positive energy. Now on him, it just looked out of place. I remember. Come down. I have something to say." Victor shook his head, voice low. "Say you'll forgive me. Say if I come down, you'll take me back, and I will." I stayed silent. Honestly, I'd rather he jumped than lie like that. I asked coldly. "Victor Hale, do you think I should forgive you? You've done so much to wrong me. Do you deserve forgiveness? You didn't just betray me. You humiliated me right in front of me. Me. Remember what you said when we first fell in love? In our early days, we were poor, renting a tiny room under 200 square feet. That winter, no heater. He held me tight, putting my feet on his chest to warm them. Victor bit his lip, face full of guilt and regret. His eyes gradually reddened. "Sophia, I failed you. I couldn't give you the best life." I hugged him, gently comforting. "It's okay. We'll work hard together. As long as you love me, as long as our hearts beat as one, no difficulty is scary." Victor raised 3 fingers, swearing to the heavens. "I, Victor Hale, vow never to betray Sophia in this life. If I do, may I be hit by a car and die." I laughed, covering his mouth to stop the bad luck. Victor held my hand, eyes firm. "Sophia, if I ever betray you, you must leave me without hesitation. That person won't be me anymore. Not worth keeping." At 20, Victor Hale told me, "If he ever hurt me, I must leave decisively." Now I looked up, meeting his eyes, calmly saying, "Victor Hale, you said if you hurt me, I must leave without hesitation." I did. "So what are you doing now? Threatening me, forcing me to do what I don't want?" Hearing me, Victor went still. He'd forgotten. His greatest wish once was just for me to be safe, healthy, happy forever. But now, what was he doing? Not only betraying me, but using death to force forgiveness. Victor slowly stepped off the ledge, clutching his head, muttering in pain, "No, that's not it. Sophia, I don't know why. Why did it turn out like this?" I said nothing, just watching him. Confirming he was out of danger, I raised my hand lightly. Ethan and security rushed over, pinning him down. Finally, I couldn't hold back. I stepped forward and slapped him hard. Furious, I yelled, "Victor Hale, if you want to die, die far away from me. Don't die in front of me and dirty my eyes." Victor's eyes filled with hurt, body trembling, curling up like an abandoned child, sobbing my name. "Sophia, Sophia, I love you." But the more he struggled and cried, the more I despised him. Watching him dragged away, finally out of sight, I felt nothing. Ethan stood beside me, worried. I touched my face, wet. Due to unstable mental state, Victor was forcibly deported. Ethan returned with me to file the divorce. With full affair evidence and grounds for breakdown, the divorce went smoothly. This time, Victor didn't dare play games. He just followed quietly, handling paperwork. When it was done, outside the courthouse, he looked at Ethan and me standing side by side, eyes full of regret, lips trembling, hoarse voice asking, "Sophia, if I hadn't done those things, we'd have been happy, right? We'd grow old together, have a beautiful, smart daughter, raise her together, then travel the world side by side for life. Right?" I smiled faintly. No answer. Only as I passed, I said softly, "Actually, back then, I was 2 months pregnant." Just one sentence. No need for more. I knew he'd imagine the rest himself. Victor looked up in horror, eyes flooded with ultimate pain. Then he collapsed, kneeling, fists clenched, pounding the stone ground. Each punch drew blood. Ethan stepped over, asking quietly, "What did you say to him?" I shrugged, calm. "Just lied that I was pregnant with his child." Ethan looked at me, giving a thumbs up, impressed. The truth was, Victor could never verify. He could only torment himself, gnawing on the pain. A few months later, back in London not long, I heard Victor died in a car crash. Didn't make it to the hospital. Died on the spot. The driver was Lily Vaughn. She'd escaped the countryside, rented a car, and rammed into Victor's, wanting to die with him. Police caught her at the scene. It ended there. Victor once swore, if he betrayed me, he'd die by car. Now, it came true. From behind, Ethan gently covered my phone screen. Leaning close to my ear, he whispered, "Baby, want to go for a walk?" I turned, lightly kissing his cheek, smiling softly, "Okay." On a day London officially entered winter. Under the Christmas tree, Ethan confessed to me. From here, I began a new life.